Hello. So I was planning on recording this one out in the back room like I did with the Major Melon Mountain Dew Energy, but unfortunately there's issues with the camera. I don't know how to fix it. It's really bad. It just like flashes to black every now and again, and it also splits up the recording into like several parts. I think 10 minutes each or something like that. I don't even know if it's consistent. But there's something wrong with it. I mean, it wasn't like a super expensive camera. I just bought like not a super like expensive 4K. Here, I'll show you the camera. This is the camera. It's like a 4K camera that I bought. And I'm like, this should work, right? It should be good. But it like, I don't know. It's not terrible, but it just doesn't like work perfectly, And I don't know how to fix it because I don't know anything about cameras. You see, it's not. It looks fine when I like turn it on. I'm like, it looks high quality, but I don't know. I guess it's a piece of shit. I don't know. It makes me feel annoyed because I spent not a lot of money, but I mean, because I've never bought a camera before, I think it was like $50 or something. It was still like enough money, that I was like, I'm like mad that it doesn't work right. Anyways, whatever. If I can get a better camera, maybe I'll do more recordings out there, because I wanted to do kind of like a set thing for this. This is Mountain Dew Energy Baja Black. Oh gosh. The time of day for this is nuts. It is like 10 in the morning, so that's why the light is like that. Mountain Dew Energy Baja Blast. I'm going to go get a glass. I forgot to do that. So Mountain Dew is advertising like a Baja Blast themed summer this year. So they've got a lot of Baja Blast products. Obviously, they have Baja Blast, which you can just kind of buy in stores. You can't always buy it in stores because it's usually exclusive to Taco Bell, and they fade it into stores, in and out, usually. You can now get it in stores, so it's available there. Obviously, also, I have this Baja Blast Hard Mountain Dew. In addition, they have a whole variety pack of Baja Blast themed Hard Mountain Dews now, which I don't have all of them. I just have the one. But that's just, they're all Baja Blast variations, and then, of course, Mountain Dew Energy Baja Blast. So this is what we're gonna try today. The Major Melon, kind of disappointing. I'll tell you, I've been drinking through them because I bought like a whole pack of them. So I've kept trying them, and they continue to disappoint. They're not like very good, honestly. I don't really like them that much. But in addition, I've got some specialty items here. I got this Kickstart, just because we're going to, compare energy drinks. Mountain Dew has Kickstart, right? I went over this a little bit in the Major Melon video, but they have Kickstart. This one's different. This one's 10% juice. The other one was 5% juice. And this one also has coconut water instead of, it says coconut water instead of electrolytes. Well, this is the closest one I could find that was like a tropical flavor, so I picked that up. And then we've got a special item here. We've got Mountain Dew Amp. I'm kind of excited to try this because I literally haven't had this since I think at least high school. Early high school, I think, because I remember. I wanted to talk about this because I remember Amp. Amp is an energy drink. Gosh, that glare is terrible. Amp. It's made by Mountain Dew. And I remember I used to really like it. I used to drink it all the time. And then they'd redesign the can to this like just flat green with like, it's got like little fruits on it, It says Mountain Dew Amp. And it's just boring. It's just a boring can design. And I'm pretty sure when they redesigned it, I just completely lost interest, which is funny. But, also like, why did they just redesign the can to this like shitty, terrible design? And they never changed it from that. Like, they never went back. It's just always been Mountain Dew Amp ever since. I guess maybe they weren't selling well in the first place. So they're like, well, if we advertise it as Mountain Dew, then maybe people will buy it. Maybe that did work for a while, but they've since, it seems like they're discontinuing it. So this might just be almost, this might be one of the last times we see AMP in the wild. You can't get it in stores anymore. You have to order it online. They used to have both the green and the cherry version of this, but you can only get the green one now, it looked like, which kind of made me sad. So I was like kind of excited to buy a case of these just to relive it before it disappears. Now they're doing Mountain Dew Energy. So that's sort of their replacement for that, I guess, which like I said, they have a lot that are just themed off of their regular drinks that they kind of release limitedly every so often. But then they have like a main sort of Mountain Dew Energy pack that has like 3 different flavors, which I'm going to try to pick up and review at some point. But okay, we're done with all the setup, right? Nothing else to say about that. So the first thing I'm gonna dip into is this Kickstart. I'm gonna try all of these just for the heck of it, just to compare and contrast again, like we did with the Major Melon one. So let's do that. I don't want to drink too much of this, but this is like how would you describe that? Kind of like a milky yellow, I guess. Oh, that smells good. Okay, it smells like mango. It's pineapple, orange, mango. That one's pretty good. It's very refreshing because it's just like fruit flavors. I'm not really tasting much else in there. There's the coconut, kind of light on the back end of the flavor there. It's good. It's crisp. It's nice. It doesn't have any sort of like additional like energy flavor. It mostly just tastes like actual juice, which makes sense because it's 10% juice. It's quite nice. I like that one. Now I want to dip into the AMP. So we're going to try Mountain Dew AMP for the first time since high school. I was very excited about this, actually. I'm thinking this might be very nostalgic for me. So let's try AMP. Oh God, that is very green. Wow. It doesn't show up very well on the camera, but this is almost like a neon green, like a slime color, you know? Holy crap. Ugh. It's bringing me back. It's bringing me back, guys. Man, it tastes exactly the same as it did when I was a kid. It's making me kind of sad. Because there's going to come a time where this flavor is just going to not, you can't get it. You're just shit out of luck if you try to relive your flavors here. It's a sad thought, you know. Continual march of time leaves a lot of things behind. Some things disappear forever, you know? I mean, it's you know, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, it's so good. It's, you know, it's got that kind of chemical chemical flavor. It's got like a citrusy back end. I can kind of see, you know, how you could describe this as like Mountain Dew but an energy drink, except that feels like they tried to make an energy drink. You know what I mean? It's like they made an energy drink and then tried to flavor it like, oh, it's like a lemon lime sort of citrusy flavor. Whereas I feel like the Mountain Dew Energy is definitely like, let's make Baja Blast and then try to make it energy flavor. Try to make it like put energy in it, I guess, but then try to like flavor it to Baja Blast. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be weird. We're gonna try it, but obviously I need to compare and contrast. We've got a just regular Baja Blast here. You can see, just regular. It's nothing particularly special about it. So we're gonna try it. I will say, drinking the AMP might have been a bad idea because I feel like it's completely coated my taste buds. It has that like weird dry aftertaste that like just kind of destroys your mouth, your taste buds, I guess. Baja Blast, you know what? Maybe I just am losing my flavor because I really doesn't taste like much to me. It's supposed to be obviously tropical lime. Um, it's just a tropical sort of drink. You know, when I get it in like Taco Bell or whatever, if I go to Taco Bell, if I order it, it always tasted watered down to me, but I assumed it was just because it was watered down. But now that I'm tasting it in like a bottle, I'm like, maybe that's just how it tastes. It just kind of doesn't have like a super strong flavor. I'm sure if I drank a lot of it, it would start to be more present. But anyways, that's the Baja Blast, which I think might, I don't know why, but it tastes more lightly flavored than like the other Mountain Dew flavors. It reminds me of that one of the Caribbean ones, right, that I tried. I think the purple one, I couldn't taste it at all. And I was actually reading, looked this up online if anybody else had the same experience. And apparently it is a thing. A lot of people are like, I can't taste anything in this. It's just really common. Some people are like, wow, I love this. It's so good. And then there's other people that are like, it doesn't taste like anything. So I'm like, that's kind of interesting. I think people need to, investigate that. That's super strange. I'm one of those people that can't taste it. It could just be that my taste buds are fucked for some reason. I wouldn't know why, you know? I feel like I can taste most things. There's only just like, occasionally I get something I'm like, that should taste like something, and then it doesn't. You know? Strange. Anyways, I'm excited to try this Baja Blast. Spilled a little. Trying to pour out of a can is annoying because sometimes it just like sticks to the can and then just goes down. Anyways, it's Baja Blast colored. Can you believe it? Can you believe that? It's the same color. Exactly. Much different experience. I can very much taste this. But still, the flavor of it, I feel like, is light enough that it doesn't bother me too much. What I will say about this is I think the, like, base layers of, like, what this is, it's exactly the same as, like, the Major Melon one. So I'm, like, tasting the same thing, but then this goes and tries to flavor it Baja Blast, just, like, on top of everything else. And then the other one was, like, Major Melon, which I feel like the Major Melon didn't really complement what they were going for. It was, like, a weird melon flavor, which is it was just kind of unpleasant over top of all of those other flavors. Where I feel like this kind of works better, but I also feel like maybe I'm just not tasting it, the actual like Baja Blast part of it, you know. I don't know. It could be that I'm tasting nothing on top of the energy stuff here, and so maybe that makes it better. I still don't think it's like good, really. I mean, it's drinkable if you need like an energy drink. Like, you can drink this, I guess. I felt the Major Melon was kind of off-putting. This is less off-putting. I'm still not like crazy about it. Still, I think like the Amp is a better energy drink. I could easily drink that. Obviously, it's got that energy drink kind of like Monster, kind of like melt your teeth sort of like effect that I feel from it, you know? As do all energy drinks. I feel like they're trying to like they're messing with energy drinks in a weird way. It's like they don't, you know, this is interesting. This has 220 calories. I'm just realizing that. 220 calories, and it's probably much less healthy, I'd imagine. Whereas this is like 5% juice, no added sugar, zinc. Are they trying to like reduce the contents of like energy drinks? Like make something that's like more healthy for you instead of just like dump all the freaking energy drink ingredients into the thing and make a cocktail, man. We don't give a shit. It's real unhealthy to drink these, but we don't care. It'll energize you. At least I know that Monster will never. That's so weird. It's so weird drinking that. Because it's like, just brings me back, man. Just brings me back to, I used to go down, there was a little, like, store. We called it the Pony Keg at the bottom of the hill. So we'd walk down from my parents' house to this little Pony Keg. And I remember that's where I would get, like, all of my sodas and stuff. Anytime I wanted a soda, I would buy it from there. And I remember buying Amp, specifically from the little fridge there. Used to be one of my go-tos. Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have any strong memories from it. I just remember going to get it and be like, yep. I think I played a lot of video games. I think probably, I don't know what video games I played drinking Amp, but I was playing some video games drinking Amp. That's what I was doing. But I don't know. It's got like a crispness, a refreshingness, whereas this like kind of tastes bad. You know what I mean? It's like this is an energy drink, but it like doesn't taste good. And it's like they're putting a bunch of stuff in here, but I don't know if any of this stuff is actually going to give me energy as much as like the Amp would, you know? Because I like I said, I've been drinking them like Major Melon ones, and you know, I haven't felt like too terribly energized by them, to be honest. I've been drinking them. I'm going to work and drinking a Major Melon energy drink with me. If I feel it a little bit, and then it's just like barely at all. Like I feel like it doesn't really do much of anything. It just gives me a small boost. The Kickstart might even be better than these in terms of just like providing energy. They haven't won me over. It's weird because I like Mountain Dew's like general soda products, but anytime they try to like dip into anything else, I feel like it sucks. It's always not good. It's just because I feel like they've mastered the ability to like, you know, their formula is good with like combining with other flavors to just create some new unique flavor. But, you know, you can't then put that into an energy drink. It just doesn't work the same way, you know? It's like, I feel like Monster, I think of Monster in a similar way, where, not in a similar way. Monster's better at this, where they have like such a mastery over their flavor that they can like put it in anything. You know what I mean? Like they put like the Beast Unleashed stuff impresses me because I feel like they do a really good job of like making it taste exactly the same, you know? And I don't know how they do it because they obviously can't put any of the energy ingredients in to like the, you know, the Beast Unleashed, but how can it taste the same? You know? That's like mostly what Monster's flavor must be, right? Is energy ingredients. I don't know. I compare and contrast, where I feel like Mountain Dew kind of just fails on that front. They try to make something, and then I suppose this is, now that I have tasted this, I'm like, oh, what I'm tasting in the Major Melon energy is just the energy part of it. And then, like, the other flavor of it, it doesn't really come through as much. Does that make sense? Like, it's not that I was tasting them trying to make a melon flavor. It was that I was tasting the energy drink, and then the melon flavor was just like kind of a very tiny part of whatever that flavor was. Anyways, I think I'd rate this on exactly the same level as the Major Melon, maybe a 0.1 higher. I don't remember what I rated the Major Melon, but whatever I did, just take that score and take 0.1 and add 0.1 to it. The last thing we got, and this is just kind of just for fun, is the Baja Blast Hard Mountain Dew. Now, obviously, I have had this before. I've rated it before. So, I don't know really what the point of this is. But it's just one of the things we can have in our little array of beverages here. I thought for Mountain Dew, it's like I could do something like this, where it's like I can get a bunch of their products and be like, let's compare all of these. You know? You can't do that for everything. But, yeah, actually, let's try the Kickstart again. Why not? Kickstart's very nice. Out of all of these, The Kickstart is the most, like, just tastes like a normal, like, juice drink, you know, that you would just, I don't know. It's just a juice drink. It's very drinkable. You could definitely take this out and give it to somebody and be like, oh, they'd be like, oh, it's a nice little juice drink you got there. Whereas I feel like you can't hand anybody an energy drink and be like, ooh, try this. And they'll be like, ooh, that's quite a nice drink. They're going to be, you know, they're going to understand energy drink or not understand the energy drink. Anyways, we got to drink the hard. This is the hard Mountain Dew. Believe me. I think I already mentioned in this video, but it is 10 a.m. This is not a good time to be drinking alcohol. Obviously, we're just doing this for fun. I don't usually drink alcohol at 10 a.m. Okay. It is a weird experience, let me tell you. So, it is kind of like the same sort of thing where it's like you taste the alcohol very strongly. Honestly, it's weird to say, but I feel like I prefer the hard. They're doing a better job with the hard drinks, even though I didn't really like the hard drinks. They're doing a better job with them than I feel like the energy drink. This is, like, not good. I can't imagine there's people that are, like, going for an energy drink and, like, this is the one they're like, oh, this is the one I like. Oh, Mountain Dew Energy Baja Blast, that's the one I like. You know? There's no way that that's somebody's, like, preferred energy drink. I can't believe that, you know? Also, I did want to compare. This is, can you see that? 25 calories? I noticed this. Mountain Dew Amp. 220. Holy crap, man. It's crazy. How is that possible? It's got 0.1% more sodium. Sorry, the Mountain Dew Energy has 0.1% more sodium. But the total carbohydrates is 19% more in AMP with total sugars. This has way more sugar. Way more sugar. Riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, vitamin B12. So just entirely different, like, stuff. This does not have riboflavin. It has a bunch of other stuff. It's got, like, zinc, pantothenic acid, and it's also, like, some of the stuff is saying, like, 100%, which I guess is your daily recommended value. So it's 100% of your daily recommended value of vitamin C in this, 100% of your recommended value of niacin, which this one only had 25%. Recommended niacin. This has 90% vitamin B6. This has 20% vitamin B6. I don't know what to make of this stuff because I don't actually know anything about, like, nutrition and all of that. Vitamins. But this has, like, less of the recommended value of that stuff, whereas this has, like, is, like, maximizing all of that. Maximum vitamin C. Which is kind of scary, isn't it? It's like, oh, if I drink one can of this, I should not have any oranges for the rest of the day. I've had my daily value of vitamin C. I can't have any more. It's too much vitamin C after that. Like, is that really what you want? I don't know. Looking at this, my thought is that it's more of a, like, it's less about, like, just giving you the raw, like, energy ingredients and more so, like, just sort of bringing your body to a sort of equilibrium, you know, and putting your body at, like, a normal state and then maybe a little bit of extra energy stuff. You know? Does that make sense? Whereas AMP is just like, don't care. Here's all the energy stuff, you know? I feel like I just prefer that. It just is more satisfying to drink. Because this sucks to drink, and I don't feel very energized by it. Alright, well, I guess that's my review. I feel like we're getting to the bottom of this. We're still going to do the Mountain Dew Energy Variety Pack. And then I think they're supposed to re-release a Code Red version of the energy drink sometime later this year, which I'll review. There hasn't been much like coming out recently. I wrote a list. I've got some other stuff. Oh, there's an Arizona hard iced tea that I really want to get, but it's not in my area. I'd have to like drive pretty far to go get it. But as soon as that arrives nearby, I'd love to do that. I've been thinking of doing like the Warhead sodas. I might do those. There's a new Coca-Cola Creations coming out in September. There's really not anything else that I have much planned. There's a new Ghost energy drink flavor, like a sour pink lemonade, coming out in September as well. But that's all I've like written down. And obviously the Code Red re-release of energy. So I don't know. I could do something fun with like a... Let's review some Arizona iced teas, you know. Not the hard iced teas, but I could just go pick up a bunch of Arizona iced teas. I don't know. Just go find, like, let's review High Noon. Oh, I was thinking about, there's a thing called Pirate Water, which is made by Four Loko. I might try to find all of those and review them. I have tried them. Thought about it. I don't know. I need to stop rambling. This video is long enough as it is. Okay, bye.